Hello, welcome. Today I'm over here preparing to make one of the cuisine that is well known in Cambodia mostly, and I think it's originated in Vietnam, and Cambodian people adopted it, and it's been in my family also. So say hi to all of you. So I'm preparing to get down right now. Okay, let me let me get rid of some of this accessory so that way my hands are free to cook. First of all, I like to prepare the batter, and you can mix this also, but it's easier to get a package such as this. It's called Banh Xeo. Banh Xeo. Okay, so these are already mixed as far as no, I'm not, the flour is ready to serve. Okay, but then I always be adding extra to enhance the flavor, like eggs and coconut milk and a few other things such as green onions. Let's do that. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and get me some coconut milk. So any brand of coconut milk is fine. Okay, it doesn't have to be particular. And I will need about 2 eggs. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack the eggs and mix it. I was gonna make bun cut as well, the little cupcake, but I'm not at my other kitchen, so let's say that I'm gonna make the crepes today. I'll get a good mixture of egg. Make sure that the whites and but the yolk is always easy to break, but sometimes the white egg is the eggs that wanted to hang on and a little fiber of it. Okay. And we're gonna have some coconut milk today. I'm not gonna add the whole this is the 16.9. I'm probably gonna do about half and see how it goes once I sample it. So I assume there will be about a cup. Okay. The reason I add coconut milk to it is to give that beautiful aroma. Excuse me. I'm gonna add about 1 cup of water also. We'll modify as we go. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna need more than just 1 cup. The instructions say here, but let me go ahead and mix it, and I can determine sometimes the instruction could be off. Okay? And I don't think I'll make the whole package, but let me try here. Typically it's already come with turmeric, but let me go look for the turmeric in here. There you go. This is turmeric, the spice that will help enhance the color of Banh Xeo, though batter, and it's gonna give that unique aroma once this turmeric is added. Okay, because the turmeric and the coconut milk will make this batter amazing, smell amazing. Have you had Banh Xeo before? Banh Xeo is one of those crepe that we can add cooked meat, shrimps, any kind of preferred choice of meat. We lay the crepes and then add the fillings, we'll fold it up and embellish it with sweet and sour, dipping with sweet and sour sauce. Typically in the Vietnamese cuisine, they will add roasted peanut, but because I'm allergic to it, so I'm not going to try to get near it. Because I'm doing small serving today, so I'm not going to use the whole bag. And the whole bag will serve probably about 4 people, 4 large serving actually. And if you're feeding, if you have big company, then you need to add about 2 bags, even more. Okay, so this Banh Xeo is very easy. Okay, it's one of those dish that it's easy to comprise and get a bag of Banh Xeo mix. Okay, or you can Google how you can make this from scratch. Also, all you need is rice flours and egg, coconut milk, and it's about that. And then if you like a little tinge of sweetness, and add sugars. If it's not, then just leave it alone. Also, a turmeric. You know, if you buy a package of this, turmeric is already come in with it. Okay, so it's if it's not, then you will have to add the turmeric. Or if you want a pink Banh Xeo, then add some pink color or green. It's up to you. Okay. Traditionally, it's always been yellow, but it would be nice to have it in green or pink. It would be interesting. Right? I have not tried it in another color because I might face scrutinizing for changing the color of Banh Xeo. Yeah, because it's never cooked in another color before. But anyway, I want to make sure that the batter is well blended. And it's kind of runny, okay, because it's crepe battered, and you need a little runny. If it's too runny, I can add a little bit more of the flowers, and if it's too thick, and then I can add a little bit more of coconut milk or water. Okay, it'll work fine. Okay, so the crepe is not the main. Well, it's a comprised ingredient. Okay, the main ingredient will be the meat, the filling that go inside of the crepes, and then of course the side dish with combine of fresh herb and vegetables. I'm gonna find some greens to add on to my batter. If it's no green chive, I can do parsleys and anything that to enhance the colors of the batter is fine. But traditionally, it's green scallions will do. Yeah. And how are we all doing today? Welcome. I know it's a little later. It's a little later. Okay, we I wanted to make this food and feed my sweetheart before we go out and grab a few things for the house. It might be too little runny, but I can always add a little bit more of the flowers. The eggs will help keep the batter from being sticking to the pan. Also um, the coconut oil. So it's off baby yellow. Very pretty colors. If I want it stronger, I just add a little bit more of the turmeric. That depends on what shade of color of yellow. If I want it a little bit more strong color or brighter color, then just add more turmeric. And if you don't like the turmeric, you can leave it natural color, you find. But I thought that add a little bit more color would make the crepe look, little bit more palatable and a little bit more beautiful. As you know that I love bright color in food, and it's always the best to have nice color in food. I'm not using the green chive today or scallions. I'm using the parsley. Like I was saying earlier, that you can using you can use any kind of green. If there's no setting stone on what you can add on to the crepe, the batter. The idea is to have the balance of yellow colors and the greenish to it. I thought it would be pretty. You know, pretty food. It helped trigger the brain. Say hi to all of you. Welcome. I'm cooking today the Vietnamese cuisine that is quite well known in to a lot of you. If you visited Vietnamese restaurant and you want to try the um, usually they call it pancake, but it's a yellow crepe. It's one of those popular dish served in Vietnamese restaurant or even in Cambodian community. They adopted this cuisine and make it well known in the family. My family especially are very fond of Banh Xeo. Okay, so Banh Xeo is easy to make. It is like I was saying earlier, get a bag of Banh Xeo. Okay, I'm not endorsed by the brand, but or you can Google for original recipe where you build the batter from the scratch, all right? So while I'm waiting for my batter to settle in a little bit and get it to acclimated with the eggs and the flours and the waters and the coconut milk and set it aside because I'm only make about 2 serving today. Um, if you if you are serving large company, then you would need a lot of bags because this will sell out like hotcakes and people will enjoy this. And it's one of those dishes that like you will eat until you're forgetting the time, because it's that good. Okay, it's finger licking good, and I'll show you how. And all right, so I think the batter is probably about the right textures that we need. If it get too soft, like I said, we're always going to come back and add more flour to it. And if it get too thick, then the tricky thing is to add a little bit of water and remix it, and it'll work well. Okay, it's nothing will go wrong with Banh Xeo because if it's too thick, and it'll show up when we cook it, it get mushy. And if it's too thin, you can see that it's crack. The the batter will crack. Okay, and there's a reason that I add the coconut milk just to prevent all that happen. Okay, so I mean, for me, I love coconut milk because there's some eggs in here already, so I may not be able to even eat this. Okay, if I do, then I will be scratching tonight because eggs is one of the products that I can't really have it. But if I do, then I will have to take something to prevent me from irritating, itching, and all that thing, well, that I get from eating food that I'm allergic to. Okay, so the idea of mixing the batter is to make sure that the flours are not clumping and there's no lumps, and that it's all completely blend in very well. Okay, and that's what we need, and in the batter. And if it's not mixed very well, it can cause the batter to cook unevenly. Okay, it's nothing good from eating raw batter. Okay, it's just like you're eating raw cake. Okay, so from judging and experience from making Banh Xeo in the past, it's runny. Maybe not. Maybe I believe that this is the right textures that I need. Okay, I'm gonna set it aside because I needed to make our fillings. So our filling today, I already processed and cooked the chicken meat already, but I have not added the ingredient. Um, it, making making the filling is also very easy. Let's go in right now and do that with me. Let me set aside our batter, and we'll come back and take care of this momentarily. Because I'm gonna serve small serving today, and I have about a pound of ground chicken. I cook it already because I don't like to keep meat in the freezer uh, too long. So if I need it the next day or so, I make sure that I cook the meat in advance, so that way to minimize the bacteria growth in the raw meat. So to do that, I wanted to saute chicken meat. You can use any kind of meat. Today I have some shrimps and ground chicken. Though I have not seen anybody who tried to make Banh Xeo with ground beef before, you're welcome to try it. But, yeah, to be honest with you, I have not seen anybody who trying to make Banh Xeo from ground beef. I know that it's majorities are from chicken meat, pork meat, and shrimps. Yeah. I have a little oil here. I'm going to use about 1 tablespoon. And this spoon here look about 1 tablespoon to me, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Maybe 2. It looks so dry. To make perfect crepes, you will need a non-stick or a cooking pan that's been saturated with cooking oil to prevent stickiness. Okay, so I found that the non-stick pan works best, so you can flip it and it won't stick. Okay, the batter won't stick. But if you are not using the right kind of pan, it gets sticky and you won't have that nice pancake, or you won't have that nice crepe. So that's why I recommend that you use old pan that's been saturated with oil. And if you cook the batter, it won't stick. Okay. So I have this. Um, this is my favorite cooking small pan here. It worked perfect for the crepes. I'm using about half of garlic. I'm sorry, onion. Um, just to help with the increase the aroma. I'm gonna saute the onions. I'm gonna use some purple onions. I thought it'd be perfect combination. Okay. I love purple or red onions. I just love the colors and the textures and the flavor of it. Okay, it has a nice and sweet flavor to it. For the fillings, I have options of doing either, well, traditionally, uh, the Cambodian people like filling with the bean sprout. Okay, because I know my sweetheart, he doesn't like bean sprout as much, so I'm gonna go ahead and substitute bean sprout with the cabbage. Okay. But if you don't like cabbage, no bean sprout, you're fine. Yeah, I mean, it's just ideas of healthy cooking is that I always like to add extra vegetable into the cooking, to encourage family member to eat extra vegetables. That's all it is, to get the family to eat healthy. And because I always do with that gracious gracious of adding extra vegetable into the cooking, because it makes food taste a lot better, and sometimes you can't get the kid to eat vegetable, and when you mix with meat and just like motivate them to eat vegetable more. And I think I'll do some shred carrots to give a balance of beautiful colors to it. The Khmer people, they some of the options they do for their fillings are the mung bean. You know, they cook mung bean to go with it, and I tried that a few times. You know, my family like it without the mung bean, so I always omitted the mung bean. You would ask me, what is mung bean? Well, mung beans is the yellow bean that widely grow in Cambodia or in Thailand. You know, it's yellow bean. While I'm searching for the shredders, I'm gonna go ahead and add a meat in it. Remember, this is the ground chicken. Okay. Or you can use ground turkey, ground pork meat, or shrimp by itself. And of course, I have shrimp today. I will add shrimp onto our meat wallet in a minute. And I'm gonna go ahead and let me drain the shrimp and add the shrimp into it also. So I have about half a pound of shrimp. If you're just gonna add the shrimp by itself, you're welcome to. But my family love the combination of chicken with shrimp or chicken with pork, chicken with turkey. Okay. Let me shred this. I wanted to add some of this into my batter. Okay. But I will need something more than just a finer shredders to see if this will do. If we add some yellow color to it, the batter that looks so good. But I have to make it fine in order for it to blend really well with the batter. There you go. Remember our batter? Okay, let me put some carrot in there. I'll give a beautiful color of, remember I have some greens in it already. Now I have a little bit of carrot that would allow the batter to look even more beautiful and enhancing. Since we're gonna be cooking over here, let me bring you over. Okay, so you see what I'm doing. So that the filling is looking very, very nice. Very beautiful. Right. That better? So these are the wild caught shrimps, okay? It's not a farm raised shrimp. Wild caught shrimp have a beautiful textures. I'm gonna add some parsley in here just to enhance the color. So I'll do about a teaspoon. I sampled the filling because last night I already add enough flavor in the chicken. Oh, there we go. It's beautiful. Because shrimps are so easy to cook and you don't want to overcook it, it's get hardened. And don't want to undercook either because you want to minimize all the bacteria and any questionable, imaginable thing that grow in the food. Okay? Tastes so good. I think the shrimp is cooked. Shrimp cooked really well, so I think that we are about ready. Because there's some liquid in the pan, okay? I mean from the cabbage and from the carrots. I'm gonna go ahead and use the strainer because I want this filling to be minimally free of liquid, so that way the crepe will have the crunchiness in it. Okay, the goal is to have the crunchiness in the crepes. Now I'm ready to make the crepes. To do that, let me bring uh, prepared batter that we made earlier. Okay, but I have to do a test drive it on it first. You see, it's dripping, which is good, which is the oils and the juice from the vegetables and the shrimps and the meat. Okay, so there we go. So And because I'm gonna be serving this hot, I'm gonna go ahead and get the plate ready. When I have a few of these on the plate already, I will serve. Okay. So we wanted to have a low, medium low, um, medium low heat because we want the crepe to cook really well, yet will allow it to have a little crunchiness to it. You know, the combination of tenderness from the fillings and a little crunchiness from the crepes will make a beautiful combination. To do that, I will need a little bit. I need a little bit of help, okay, which means that I would need some oil, cooking oil. I have here the coconut oil. I will ladder our pan. Even non-stick, we still need some help with the pan, with the oil, okay? So just a very, 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 very thin. Okay? Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and test dry my batter to see if it the right texture that I need. So there we go. We want to spread the batter around the pan. Make it as thin as possible. Okay. And I think that my batter might be too thick, so the solution to that would be to add a little bit of water. Okay, because I did add a little bit of, of flour earlier. So let's see if it's gonna turn out uh, a little too thick. If it's too thick, it'll crack. Okay, it'll cook also, but then it have different textures. Yeah, it's a little bit too thick. Let me add just a little bit of water. It might be probably about 1 tablespoon only. Right? I'll try about 1 tablespoon. So you see that it had beautiful textures of different from the from the parsleys and the carrots. I like that a lot. Okay, I think it's still thick, so I'm gonna add another teaspoon. So remember, I only use I have bag of the crepes. Okay. Well, since I already had it in, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the fillings, so that way it's still eating it. You're not wasting food. Okay. So we fold it this way, just like we do with the crepes. Yeah. It's still a little too thick, so I'm gonna add another tablespoon because the right texture of batter is important, you know, for for the crepes to form in a perfect format. You know, me, I. So here we go. We have the first crepes with this, the a little bit thickness of the flours of the batter, which I modified by add about another 3 tablespoons of water. Let's see how it goes the next one, okay? Let me see the next one. This one should be a little bit loosening. There we go. Yeah. Just trying to get the flour to run around the pan, to spread it out and to thin it out. So that's our goal, is to have the flour thin it out in the pan, so that way it cook evenly. Okay, let me move this out of your way so you'll see a little bit better. Okay. There we go. So here, the sheet here looking pretty good. I'm gonna flip it over to allow it to cook on the other side. So my first one is completed, and of course you can check inside of it. Okay, so it had a filling. So this is Banh Xeo, which is the one of the Vietnamese famous cuisine. Okay, very easy. Just like I said, get a bag of pre-made Banh Xeo. All you need to do is add water, add eggs, or even coconut milk of your choice. Okay, I'm not endorsed by the brands, but if you wanted to make something delicious, or you can Google for like the complete recipe of it, to make sure that the crepes cook really well, cook thoroughly. We can cover it, and because our fillings are already completely cooked and done, so I'm gonna go ahead and add our fillings. He liked his shrimp, so I'm gonna pile it up with shrimp. So add 2 in there, and there we go. This is probably one of the easier meal. Okay, so this here you can have it for. I'm not recommend for breakfast, but if you want for breakfast, you'll find. But typically serve for dinner or lunch. Okay. Remember, our fillings are just finished, and our batter looking dashingly beautiful. Look at that. So I'm gonna fold in half to cover our fillings. That way it does not fall off. Okay. Right. So that's our, after we modify the flour, the batter. Um, let's do our second one. So here are the crepes, Banh Xeo. Ready for Banh Xeo cha. When I went to Thailand, to my surprise, okay, when I make these for my family, they don't even know what they are. Okay, only for the city dweller probably know about it. There you go. I flipped it. So today we're gonna be dipping with this sweet and sour sauce. Okay, I need to mix this to make sure that it has the very perfect flavor, which is sweet and sour. So for those who would like to know how to make sweet and sour sauce or dipping sauce, you're welcome to visit my my video number 36, I believe. So sorry, video number 36 will show you how to mix the sweet and sour sauce. Okay. My batter is still a little bit too thick. I can feel it, on the batter when it's a little bit too thick, which is fine if you like it that texture, but I like mine a little bit thinner. Some adding. Here I'm just making a very small serving of sweet and sour sauce. I have about 2 tablespoons of honey and about 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. Also, if you don't like fish sauce, you're welcome to just use the salt. Okay, it minimizes the pungent smell. There you go. So we have 2 of them now. Yeah. I'll make a couple more for him. He would enjoy this. He had it before. Still a lot of salt in it. Let me add a little bit more water in. I'm adding some vinegar because the ingredient for this sauce is the combination of vinegar, sugars, and fish sauce. I'm gonna add some chili. I hope it's not too salty for him. I mean spicy for him. I just wanted a little color out of this. Here. So here goes oh, it'll be our dipping sauce, okay? This one is so pretty. It had some green color on it. I really like that textures of carrots and parsley. Not only that, it increased that aroma, but it has that beautiful textures to add beautiful textures to the crepes. So this is done. Okay, so this is the third one. So you see how the non-stick pans incorporate this really well. You won't get this kind of achievement if you don't have the right kind of pan. Okay? It looks amazing. It's also smell amazing. Okay, so these are third crepes. Okay. See how it's glide easily? That is what we like to have it happen. Okay. So. Okay, let me flip this without dropping it. Oh, so far so good. What I have with me today, I'm gonna serve this with not only just the sweet and sour sauce. Traditionally, we'll have like a whole bunch of herbs and fresh herbs, especially the mints, the basil and cilantro, so far so forth. Okay, because my sweetheart, he doesn't care for a lot with that thing, so I'm not worried about it. But if I serve my kids, they would crave for a, a tray full of fresh vegetable to to have a nice dipping with wrap and dip these crepes here all together. But then since he likes his very basic, so I'm glad he does, because that helped a lot. When someone who who's being basic, I appreciate people who being basic. So being basic, I only have just a few things that I need to get it ready for him. Is to I have one cucumber. I'm gonna go ahead and peel it. They want crave to get crunchy. You just leave it on the pan a little bit longer, okay, but not too long, and then um, it get burned fast because we have eggs in it. Remember? Mom, mom ơi, mom. It didn't do good on that one. Mom. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Private conversations.
Yeah, private conversation. You on that YouTube? I ain't trying to have nobody hear my
Oh.
business. Shit.
I forgot about that. Shoot.
You feel me?
I just want to say that the food is done in 2 minutes.
Oh, you call me while you on YouTube? You want people on YouTube to see me come in the kitchen and stuff?
No, can't, because I'm facing this way. I can't see you. Oops.
Yeah, you can. I can see me on your camera.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Well, hello, that's Mr. Stone
Yeah.
the recording artist, singer,
Yeah,
producer.
she likes to promote. Oh, your TikTok is vibing. Hey, vibing on TikTok. What's happening, TikTok? Yeah, you know what somebody asked me out on my YouTube this morning? What do I think about slavery? You know what actually white.
Okay. I think. Oh, let me get this out of here then. Can we have just a few more? if he's ready to eat, but if he's not ready, he can eat it cold. See, the batter is working magically. When the batter is mixed right, the crepes also looks right. Sorry, let me stop being a gangster. Yeah. Typically, if I'm serving an Asian person, it'll be a tray that big with vegetables, okay? Hey, I did that one good. Flip over, just perfect. You know, so, well, because he's such a basic man, well, he's complicated, but today, certain thing that he's not complicated, you know, but when it comes to vegetable, he's not sophisticated about vegetables, so I'm cool with that. So, here go my lettuce. I would love some colors in here. That bothers me because there's no colors in it. But so far so good. I have 4 crepes, okay? Looks good. Tastes good. I'm gonna give him some cilantros and some fresh herbs that I have here. Just cilantros and parsley, which is minimal. Let's see if he'll take. Let's see if he would want some. Sometimes he would say, "No thanks." You know, he's just like one of those kids who don't like eat vegetables. I think I like some color. Just the ideas. Okay. So this will be his tray of vegetables, basic. Okay. I think that's all he required, so it's perfect. And that's his crepes. Okay. This one is done, so I'll give him 4. He may not 5. He may not. He may not eat all of it. See that? If you leave it long enough, it'll get that kind of brownish, which is beautiful. Okay. That's the texture that I like for myself. So his veggie. Oh, hold on, let me get him his dipping sauce. I think I have 2 more, then I should be done. So okay. So here's the crepes. And because typically a big eater will have about 3 to 4 of these crepes, okay? Small eater, 2 crepes with all this vegetable here, they'd be good. Okay? But typically the vegetable are more selectable. But today I'm limited to just lettuce and cucumbers and cilantros. Okay. Right. So there we go. I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna go ahead and serve him because we have to to hit department store, getting a few things for the house. Hey, well that one, that one went so well. So like flip over so well. You know, that was perfect. I like that. Okay. So anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for your kind support, being on here, and loving it, having you on here, sending me all those beautiful hearts. Thank you, Mom, for the hearts, and the grandkids if they're on here also. Um, send all the love to family and friends and those who who are here from far and near. I appreciate all of you. So the Banh Xeo is now completed. So if you ever feel like doing something authentic, a little bit of Vietnamese size of dish, this would be perfect. Okay, this is the Vietnamese cuisine. I give credit to those who come before us who invented this great recipe. And believe it or not, I learned this recipe from my ex who was Vietnamese descent. So I appreciate the time that if nothing worked out between he and I and whatever it is, you know, at least I got to to learn this great recipe, and I modified a little bit to fit the need for my family, which is adding the coconut milk and stuff like that. Okay, and so I'm gonna have some of it because it had eggs in it, and I'm probably have to run for Benadryls to prevent me from itching and scratching tonight. So that also can compromise. But I appreciate all of you being here. I love it when you being on here and cheer me on and give me the love and the hearts and the gift and the thumb up and the like and the share and subscriptions and all that. I owe you so much gratitude. Because of you, my channel is growing, my channel is flourishing, and I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate the fact is that your loving kinds and support mean the whole world to me, and with that I always want to motivate to bring you even more greater recipe from around the world. Okay. So you know that I'm a Cambodian. I'm a Thai Cambodian descent because both of my families are Cambodian and Thai. So I'm having a little bit of everything. So I am. So so I possess great knowledge of cooking from both sides of family, and then of course I enjoy the food, so I explore further with other national foods such as into American cooking, Vietnamese cooking, Laos, and my own descent, Thai and Cambodian cuisine, which are great. You know, I cook American food, I cook Mexican food also. So you know, in combines, I love the varieties. You know, to be able to produce some awesome recipe. Don't make it hard. Make it simple. Simplify with all these vivid videos and the whole on hands here. It's pretty much pretty much self teaching, self learning. Okay, so all right. So I'm gonna serve him now with this great food. All right. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kai. let me flip this without dropping it.